Hey everybody, this is Mike, and I'm bringing you a Titan Extreme guide. I'm playing my Monk, so this will be from a DPS point of view, melee DPS specifically point of view. A couple of things to know about Titan Extreme versus Titan Hard mode is they really throw you into it. He way to lands, obviously, like he's already using a way to land right off the bat, and same with Mountain Buster. There it is. He's going to require a tank swap. You generally want to tank swap at 2 stacks. He's got an invulnerability buff, and you know, it can be done. This can be done with 1 tank. I've seen some guys. I haven't been part of groups that have done that, but I think this is going to be your typical group setup. You know, 2 healers, 2 tanks. So, anyways. Back to his skills, like I said, he does way to lands right off the bat. Basically, he'll do a single landslide until he jumps, and then now you just he just used a 3-way, I guess, 3-way landslide. And then the next thing that you'll notice is he does 2 jails at a time. He always jails 1 healer and 1 DPS. Generally, the DPS wants to stack behind Titan's butt, and that way you can break that DPS out first, and then you break out the healer second. Kind of neat thing to know is, as a healer, you can kind of position yourself not due south of Titan, you know, not straight behind him, but if you aim yourself a little off to the side, then when melee get knocked back, or I should say the DPS get knocked back, they'll knock them straight back, and then they can DPS you out as soon as possible, because otherwise you'll be in the path of a landslide, and obviously the DPS isn't going to want to break you out into a landslide and get you killed. So one other thing to know is that he does do you know, the ring or the arena is very, very small, so you generally want to be stacking up and make sure you're stacked up for plumes, because there is not a whole lot of room to dodge, and if you're overlapping them, you're going to be in trouble. The first set of bombs is pretty easy. He just kind of does 1 gigantic cluster that covers kind of half, like 1 side, I guess, of the arena. Again, pretty easy to dodge. You know, just kind of don't be anywhere near there. One thing to know, if people stay in the jail too long, they'll just get 1 shot in there. So you'd have to get them out as soon as possible, and just know, you know, you really don't want to have people dying. It's very difficult to recover. You know, if the DPS is down, you're not going to be able to break people out of jails as quickly. So, you know, sometimes in some cases you can get away with it, but it's not typical. But anyways, we're already on to the heart phase. Like I said, this video went by really fast. These I didn't even look at these guys' gear. I probably should have, but I didn't realize how quickly we were gonna down this. But the heart, there isn't a whole lot new to the heart phase. It's kind of the same as the rest. You know, watch for tumults. After tumults should be way to the land. You know, dodge those. Get back, stack back behind Titan. One thing I will definitely add too is, when I'm playing my Monk in here, I'm not 100% confident. I'm not as confident as I am in hard mode yet, just because I don't have nearly the amount of experience in Extreme. So I definitely don't do as good a job optimizing my DPS, just because I'm much more concerned about dodging, and I think that's kind of a, you know, not such a bad thing though either, if you haven't been in here for 20+ hours. But anyways, we shattered the heart, obviously, and one of the first things you'll notice is he spawns these ads. The ads can be quite dangerous, and at the same time the ads are out, he throws down these bombs. You want to run to the first bomb that he puts down, bait out the landslide, run to the second, and then let the first bombs explode before you move back into position. Again, like this happens, I realize, very, very quickly, but yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that you gotta know. The little jailers, I believe they're called, can landslide as well, so it actually is kind of nice having a paladin tanking them, because he can just hit his I think it's called Iron Will, to prevent any knockback. So he doesn't need to necessarily worry about, you know, about moving. Whereas I do see a lot of warriors tanking the ads, which, you know, you can do it. It's not like it's an absolute must. I think it's just kind of a nice little fail-safe. You know, just makes things a little safer for you. Now here, after the heart phase, or after the first set of ads have gone down, you gotta watch these tumults, because it'll tumult, it'll put plumes down, and then it'll put another set of plumes immediately after. My opinion, those are real easy. You just kind of gotta stay on the move. I would definitely recommend, though, not over moving. And then after those plumes, here we've finally got and this is, in my opinion, this is the trickiest part of the fight. It's these line bombs. And in this again, this is my opinion. I think that this pattern that he just threw down was the worst. He puts the ones down in the center first, and then he puts these ones at the back second. So really, the third set that he put down is right in front of Titan, and it makes this so difficult. I think, in my opinion, the safest way to do it is just like I do it here. I tried to bait out the one in the center, and that's normally the one I bait, regardless of the pattern that drops. But I think it's just best to just sit here on this bomb and have your scholar use succor. I don't know how to say that right, but and then just do AoE heals. Just plan on eating that bomb, because that pattern is so difficult to get down correctly. And if you try to sneak your way through there, more times than not, you're just going to end up eating 2 bombs. And then here is the actual set that we got on our win, and I think this is the easiest. So he set him down in the middle, then he set him in front of his face, and then he set the third set down right at the back. So all we do is we run to the far south, sit on the center bomb, bait out the landslide here, and then you can run basically either way you want. I ran to the, what would that be, the east? It's the east. No, I'm sorry, west. I did end up running west. So I could have ran west, I could have ran east, it wouldn't have mattered. But anyways, landslide, wait for the bombs in the center to blow up, then run across. Easy peasy. Like I said, in my opinion, that is the easiest way that they can be set up. There's a vertical pattern too, but I don't have a good set of footage for that, so I'm not going to include that in this guide. But the vertical set is pretty easy too. It's handled basically the same way. Just bait it into the center, and then run to the east or west, depending on how he threw the bombs down. Obviously, you always want to run to the set that got thrown down last, then wait for the first ones to explode and run across. And then here we have the super bombs. Here I actually started on the wrong one, and then I noticed that, you know, we were too close to the goop puddles, so I just moved. And here Titan ruins my video. Somehow I still ate this way to land, even though I was clearly out. So I stop, I spin my camera around, and I get hit. Every once in a while it happens where it's pretty obvious I was out, but hey, you know what? Whatever. I didn't die, I had enough health, and healers topped me up fast enough. I even hit my second win just in case. Switch to Fist of Earth, which I forgot to mention, I do that a lot. I hit Fist of Earth whenever I'm expecting a big hit like Geo Crush. Anytime he jumps up in the air, I hit Fist of Earth to reduce the damage. And we're getting close to the end here. So here's the second set of ads. They're handled exactly the same way as the first set. There's nothing different here. Just run. I usually DPS them a little bit more before I run to the bomb, but I just want to make sure you bait this out right. So bait, wait for the bomb to explode, run across, get to the safe spot, and then I go back to... Actually, I heard the black mage hit the limit break, so I just assumed he was using it there. So I didn't even bother going back onto the ads, I knew they were dead. And here I just go right back to DPS and Titan. Got one more set of jails. we make pretty quick work of these. One thing I like to add to, I save my bursts for the jails always. I always have I try to queue up a snap punch, and then a howling fist, and then probably steel peak. Well, it's more like snap punch, howling fist, and then like a boot shine, and then steel peak. I just like to try to work in off global cooldown. So here we got the last tumults, back to double plumes. Alright, and that's about the end of Titan. He's about to meet his demise here. I believe he goes to throw down his last set of bombs, but we finish him off right in the middle. But anyways, hope the guide was helpful. If I forgot anything, maybe leave a comment, let me know, give me a clue. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.